Oh, I'm getting booped immediately. I literally hit record and this person just appeared as soon as I hit record and started booping me. That's funny. Anyway, today we are here. We're in Ponytown. We're on the PG server. We're not on the 18 plus server. This person just told me they were banned on the 18 plus server, presumably because of their age. But anyway, we are here on the PG server because we are going to inspect hotels. We're gonna go to the docks. I've already told people on Twitter and on my YouTube community posts that I'm coming as Inspector Skella, and I'm gonna come and inspect some hotels for a video, and we're just gonna have fun with it. We're gonna kind of critique the hotels as if they were like real legitimate hotels and stuff like that. So hopefully this goes well. I don't know how many hotels we're gonna do. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I do hope that you enjoy, and remember to subscribe because only you can prevent horrible hotels. That's right, only you, and you have to subscribe to do that. But with that all out of the way, let's go ahead and go to the docks now and see if anyone's advertising it, because I told them to advertise it so I could find it. This person said they had a hotel, so I guess I'll boop them and see if they will bring me to their hotel. I will boop them. So we're starting with Mike Femboy's hotel, and we're gonna see what their hotel is like. So starting off, pathway, very interesting, very square. In fact, this is extremely square, but we'll see how things are. So you have a huge spacious like thing here. This feels like a motel more than a hotel. If we look inside here, we got double beds, misaligned slightly, but that's not too big of a deal. We got beds and sofas, tables. Can I fit behind here? You know what? It's really good for hiding. You get some props for that. You get some points for that. Get some extra points for that. Pick a room. I'm gonna take all the rooms. I'm gonna check and see if you can hide in all of them. Haha, you can hide in that one. This one, unfortunately, does not have a little hidey hole in it, so that's a little bit of inconsistency there, I suppose. A little bit of inconsistency, but that'll be fine, I suppose. We got a pool. Get like an indoor pool kind of thing. That's good. That means you can do that like year round. It's got diving boards. I actually really like the idea of these as diving boards. Although I definitely wouldn't have used. Well, actually, diving boards are white naturally, so that actually makes sense. I was gonna say I would have used something else, but diving boards are white, so that would make sense to use diving boards like that. I'm not too sure what the deal is with the random towels here because it's not really a beach. Did people do that at pools? They just lay a towel down and just lay there? Is that what they do at actual hotels? Because I've been to quite a few hotels and I've never noticed that before. Why do you have lanterns stuffed inside these bushes? In fact, why do you have bushes on the corners of your pool? That is a health hazard, actually. That's a health hazard. You can't have plants that close to your pool because all that dirt's going to get in the pool. People that are swimming in it's going to get all that dirt on them if they have a cut or if they have a weak immune system or something like that. I don't know. You probably shouldn't be swimming if you have a weak immune system, if we're being honest with ourselves. But you definitely shouldn't have these too close. That's going to make this maintenance just a nightmare. If you want plants here, put some potted plants in the corners or something like that. These bushes here in the corner just make no sense. Your pool is just going to be filthy all the time. So, yeah, not very good for that. You're definitely losing some stars on your pool. I know there are some people that legit just go to hotels so that they could swim, so that is definitely not a good sign. Overall, they're like rooms, very basic rooms, so not exactly the highest rating hotel here. You have a lot of lanterns in like really kind of interesting places, like inside bushes on top of this barrel. That's kind of odd. You have a weird storage area here. It would be a nightmare to find anything. I imagine your employees are very upset about whenever they have to restock or something like that. I know I would be. But anyway, the checkered floor is something that probably took them forever. I think they actually mentioned it took them forever. So props to you on that. However, it is way too much. Like you have way too much space here. Way too much space. Plop down a fountain. Plop down some outdoor seating areas. Something like that. And maybe get more outdoorsy area, maybe almost like a little fancy thing here, something like that. That would be nice. Your walkway is nice, and then it just turns into this, and it's just way too much of an open space. for me to really say that that's good. So overall, I would give this one maybe a think about it in terms of if I had to stay the night here, probably a 3. Probably a 3 out of 5, maybe a 2.5. Let's stick with like 2.8 stars out of 5. That's what I'm rating your hotel, and let's move on to some more hotels. I'm getting invited to a random party. I guess I'll join. I'm so happy because I met my idol. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is Lavender. Okay, I know them. Let's see how their hotel is. I'm assuming this is a hotel. Wait, Redfield Hotel. Okay, that's nice. Okay. This is actually really cool. I like this as an idea. You just get your friend to come on as like a statue of yourself or whatever, and then do that. That's wonderful. That's actually a really good idea, although that would probably be very annoying on their end. But anyway, we come through here. We got a nice courtyard. This seems like this seems almost more like a mansion than it does a hotel, if we're being honest with ourselves. Is this what this is? This is the entrance, I'm assuming. The front desk, nice front desk area. This actually does kind of remind me of a hotel a little bit just because of how confusing that some of the paths are, right? Because that's how every hotel is, right? You just have weird, confusing paths, and you're never quite sure how to get to your hotel room. But they have a dining area here. Oh, yes, this is like all you can eat breakfast and stuff like that. What I would change about this is instead of putting these behind the desk, I would lay these out somewhere. You kind of really can't fit it anywhere because of the amount of space that you decided to use. You could probably change this and put that there and kind of expand the kitchen dining area. But a lot of hotels just have their food just lined up for anyone to just go and grab and touch or interact with. That's why I hate buffets. It's basically a buffet, and you don't have one here. So I actually gotta give you props for that. Like, if I went to a hotel and all the food wasn't just laid out for me, I'd kind of respect that a little bit, because that's not very sanitary, and having it behind the front desk, so to speak, is actually much nicer. So yeah, I'll take a banana. Yeah, let's take a banana. How about that? We'll take a banana. But yeah, that's interesting. You have the bathrooms right here, almost too close, but just far enough away that it makes sense. I'm assuming that's a bathroom because it just makes sense that it would be. We have, of course, a little bit of a lounge area. This is kind of too close to the couches. I feel like this needs to be moved back more towards like this spot right here, and that would probably work better because this is kind of too close. And I'm assuming the painting is supposed to be like a TV, and usually in hotels, the little lounge area, the TV is in a spot where basically everyone can see and stuff like that. I'm not sure how many hotels have a fireplace either. I've been to quite a few, and I don't really recall seeing too many fireplaces and stuff. But it is lovely, and I have to give you props for that. And we come out here. I'm not sure what's going on with this. What is this? I'm not sure what this is. Is this... These are showers. I don't really get that, but I guess I kind of get that. And then we have, of course, we have the pool. They don't have a diving board, but that's fine. If we're being honest with ourselves, diving board isn't the most important thing. You have a floaty here. That's hard to say if I would completely surround that in mangoes or just leave that opening there, because it almost feels like a floaty chair versus anything else. But overall, some weird table stuff here. You have like what actually makes more sense. And again, you have like blankets just laying on hard tile right next to a pool. I guess it is an outdoor pool, so it makes a little bit more sense than the last one. But still, that feels really weird to me. I don't know why. But anyway, let's move on. Let's see what the actual rooms are like, because it doesn't matter how amazing the outdoor or all the lounge and stuff like that is if we don't know how good the indoor area is. So I'm assuming we come through here. This is probably... Each of these are a different hotel. Okay, that makes sense. So we have... oh, they have a massage and sauna area. Okay, that's actually interesting. Okay, I didn't really get that. That's a waterbed. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused by that. But anyway, we have this area here, a nice little bathroom kind of thing going on. I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a shower head or something like that. I think I've seen that before. Nice like interior stuff here. Nothing really discerning each room other than the painting, which everyone knows that they have those weird, awkward, weird paintings in hotels in every hotel room, so that makes sense to have there. We have this space here. This one actually has a space for me to like do work if I needed to do work on the go, so that's a bonus. We have this one for some reason has a big bath, whereas the other ones don't, so I'm assuming this one would be more of a more expensive room versus the other ones. You have a few rooms here. What else do we have? So far, you're doing really good with your hotel. It's like right on the edge of a forest, which is kind of interesting. I like that. We have a couple of random red tulip fields. I'm guessing that's how they got their name. Red Fields Garden, or Red Fields Hotel, or whatever. Flowers, a little picnic area. I'm not too sure about what this picnic is about. I'm guessing one of the guests or something are doing a picnic, and I guess that's just allowed in your hotel, which I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. And they have a swing. They have oh god, I'm teleporting. They have a swing, which is interesting. They have a beach somehow. That's interesting, with turtles. Little turtle beach. Let's see. Overall, I gotta be honest with you. It's really good. I would prefer a much better kind of kitchen kind of area, but overall, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm gonna give that one probably a 4.5, 4.8 out of 5 bananas. That's where we're gonna give that one out. So now let's leave the party and see if anyone else is advertising hotels. Boop to join the hotel. Boop. Boop them. Let's see what their hotel is like. See how good it is. Oh, okay. This is kind of fancy. You know what these remind me of? These remind me, they don't, like, immediately trigger my brain as, oh, these are sparklers. These make me think of one of two things. Those little solar-powered tiny little lamps that you put on pathways, or those big spotlights that, like, car dealerships use to sort of show things, which is interesting. So we have that leading into this very interesting path. I'm assuming they use carpet here to sort of show... Oh, wait, no, I know what this is. This is one of those Japanese gates. Damn, I don't remember what they're called. But they're like those Japanese gates they use for shrines and stuff like that. There's sort of shrines and stuff like that. You go through them, leads to a big shrine. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. I'm not meant to see this as a 2D thing. I'm meant to see this as a 3D thing. So that is actually really cool. I like that as an idea for an entrance. I really wish we would have something very similar to that just as a prop that we could place, because that would be amazing. But anyway, we come in here. What is this? Is this not the hotel? Where is the hotel at? How do I find this hotel? Do I have to follow this path? Will this lead me to the hotel? Where is the hotel? Is all of this outside stuff? I'm assuming this is all just the outside, and the actual inside of that house up there is where the hotel is. I'm assuming. So let's rate this exterior firstly. Firstly, this path makes no sense, because it goes into this area right here, which obviously would be some sort of... Oh, you have a bush growing through there. That means this place isn't very well maintained. I mean, we have leaves everywhere. This place is not very well maintained, if we're being honest with ourselves. They need, like, a janitor to come through here, like, daily, because there's a lot of leaves and stuff. I'm assuming this is, like, an outdoor pool or something like that. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that's what it is. It is nice at night. I gotta be honest with you, I'm really glad I came to this specific hotel at night versus during the day, because during the day it would probably not look as good, because all the sparklers would be off and it wouldn't really give you the same effect. But anyway, you gotta get someone out here to clean this stuff up. Gotta have someone out here to maintain these hedges, because they're kind of growing in on your benches and stuff like that. I would not really feel safe or really nice sitting out here right now if this was real life. So that's that. Is there anything else? It looks like there was going to be more right here, because it, like, a little bit of a stone, and then it just goes into a bunch of clovers. I don't know what the deal is with that. But anyway, back to the path thing that I was mentioning. If you follow the path, you get to this outdoor kind of pool area, and then you have to go around the pool to continue the path. What you could have done instead is get this path here and kind of go, like, not perfectly diagonally or perfectly straight or anything like that. Make, like, a little bit of a wavy sort of thing, so it goes sort of like this or whatever around a tree or something, and then connect into this path, maybe around this spot, and then loop into this, and then of course leave some semblance of a path this way so you can get to the pool from the hotel. But anyway, that's the exterior. Let's see what the interior is like. What do we got in here? It seems to be a 1-bedroom suite. which is kind of interesting, I guess. Really nice wallpaper you got here. I'm just gonna pretend this is a wallpaper because we were literally just outside, so they could have just done this outside if they wanted to. So we're just gonna pretend this is wallpaper because that's the only way that makes sense to me. If it's not wallpaper, does make me nervous because that is a lot of trees and stuff like that, especially for the actual indoor of the suite. This could be, nice for some people, but for me personally, I don't know how I would feel about there just being a giant hole inside my room, my hotel room, that bugs, insects, wolves, who knows, could just come out of there and attack me while I'm sleeping or bite me while I'm sleeping. I kind of feel like they did mean this as an outdoor area because they have this right here, which kind of feels like a door more than it feels like, I guess, windows. But who knows? Maybe one of the windows are misplaced. Who knows? But they have a bookshelf there for you. It's nice. I really like what they did with the beds. The bed's nice. The bed's probably the best part of that entire hotel room. The hotel room, as it stands, is kind of horrible if we're being honest with ourselves, mostly just because of the fact that there's a giant hole that's going to let in a draft. It's going to be really hard to be warm. It's going to be really hard to be, the right temperature. It's going to be really hard to control that and stuff like that. We seem to have like a little bit of a lounge area. Again, you have bushes just vibing here in the middle of the hotel. I don't know. I guess this is fine because you could just throw this off as all these specifically are fake plants, so that's fine. I don't know what this is. Maybe they could tell me in the future, but this is just confusing and I don't know what its purpose is. I'm assuming it's meant to be a desk with a computer. Maybe it's meant to be like the check-in spot or something. I don't know. Not very clear on that. A little bit of an eating area where they're sitting at, and then of course you have the food and concessions. This is actually how it is in actual hotels. You can just walk up there and just take whatever food you want and then just walk out. They're never like in a separate room, and there's never like you have to talk to a person to get your food and stuff like that. It's just buffet style, and that's what they've done here, so that's interesting. They've done that correctly, it seems. But it is bad. I don't really like that about hotels, so I gotta knock some points off for that. Random seat here, I don't know what that deal is with that. I guess just for waiting or whatever. Maybe this is supposed to be like, oh, you wait on your food and they deliver it to you and this is a waiting spot. I don't know, but yeah, I would not like this as a hotel room, specifically because, well, if we're being honest with ourselves, you have a giant hole in the back, which just lets in all kinds of stuff, maybe even a snake. Maybe even a snake would come in. But you also have this huge hole for the entrance itself. So anyone else who comes to visit, any of the employees, like let's say this is like a concession stand and you have to wait right here to get your food. They can just look into my room and just see whatever I'm doing in there. I don't like that. This room is extremely unprivate. And overall, this is just not a very good hotel for that main reason. As well, you have a weird pathing system out here, and overall, I think I'm gonna have to give this one, let's give it 2.3 Japanese shrines out of 5. That's what your rating is, and so let's move on to one last one. Let's do one last one. Just one fourth one. No, not a fourth of a one. Let's do at least one more and see what we got. I really love doing this. This is really fun. By Yellow Cat. Okay, Yellow Cat, what do you got? We have an interesting thing here. You have to boat to this, which is nice, interesting concept. It's like a little island getaway. I really like this. You have a big dock here with multiple boats, almost like ferries that come to the island and, drop you off and then go pick up more people. Or maybe you could even have like tours here. This would be really good for tourism because imagining like how big this is out here, obviously we can't see it because Ponytown has limitations, but you could very easily make just claim that any one of these boats are like ferries that take you on a nice little boat ride, maybe to a smaller island somewhere and then circle that island and then come back. Or maybe it's one of those boats with like the glass bottoms or invisible bottoms or whatever they call them. Plexiglass bottoms that allows you to see into the ocean. So I really love this. This reminds me so much of more vacations and stuff like that. This is really nice. I really love this pathway here. This is really nice. It goes straight into the hotel. Again, really nice. You can just come into here. You get checked in. It's exactly what I expect to see. A little bottom area here for you to sit at if there's like a wait on your room or something like that. And plenty of space here for whatever activities you want to do while you wait. And then, of course, we have this up here. I'm assuming this is like sort of more of a restaurant or sort of something. I don't know what this would be, but it seems like this table is more for a person to sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to check you in. So we got a nice little check-in area here for, I guess, the kitchen, which would prevent just anyone from coming up and just grabbing food, although you do still have the food just laid out, which, again, not very sanitary, and especially with these being very low to the ground, very easily anyone could, you know, step on it by accident, by, you know, simply just getting out of this chair. They might accidentally step on it. Maybe they drop something off their plate and it just rolls over onto these plates. So not very good on that front, but we have an outdoors area. This is really nice for couples, it seems like. I really love this. This is like really nice quality here that you got here. Really nice, really romantic in a way. And again, I'm glad I got to see that at night versus during the day, because that is very good. That looks really good at night. But anyway, let's assume I checked in, I got into the hotel. We have checkered flooring. Not the best flooring I would go with, but it is nice. There's nothing bad about it whatsoever. Very classic. We have fireplaces in the room. Now, I've never seen that before in a hotel, although I don't know. I mean, I guess I know why, because it would be a hazard. So we're just going to pretend that these aren't actual fireplaces. We're going to pretend they're those like digital fireplaces that people use for heaters in their room and stuff. I'm going to assume that's what this is, because if it wasn't, then that would be, I'm pretty sure, against regulation. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to put fireplaces in hotel rooms, because that's a huge fire hazard. That's like a big fire hazard. It's like you can't even smoke in hotel rooms because it will trigger the fire alarms and stuff, the sprinklers and everything like that. That's another big reason why you don't just have fireplaces in your hotel room. Overall, though, these are some of the nicest rooms that I've seen so far, assuming that the fireplace is like a digital fireplace. We can just pretend that it is. That way we don't have to give them like 0 stars on the rooms themselves. But you have a really dangerous room if those are meant to be that. So not every room has fireplaces, which I actually kind of like, because it gives you variety. It also allows someone who is like, you know, trying to visit, you know, they don't have a place to stay. They're like, oh, well, let's stay here. And then they have rooms that are expensive and rooms that are cheaper. Presumably, obviously, rooms that are smaller like this be cheaper, stuff like that. I like how each room is different, although that is obviously not normal for a hotel. But again, I do like it. It is nice. If we come up here, down this hallway here, we got some paintings and some windows and stuff like that looking out to the ocean, and of course a few more rooms. These seem to be striped, which I guess is fine as well. Overall, you have really nice rooms. You have what looks like a very secure, safe hotel. If I went to this hotel, I would feel extremely safe. I would not feel like in danger at all. Unless these fireplaces were real. If these fireplaces were real, I would kind of feel a little bit uneasy about that. But overall, really nice hotel. You have a really nice thing here. You have an outdoor pool that is a beach for some reason as well. I don't know how to feel about that, actually, if I'm being honest with you. If I'm being honest with you, what I would do here instead is I would completely just remove this fence. I would remove this pool completely, and I would turn this more into, this corner is just where the beach is. Maybe even stretch the beach out a little bit more this way, but not really connect it through the rope. Like leave the rope ladders, or not the rope ladders, leave the rope fences there, extend the beach out a little bit that way, and then remove this fence here that goes all the way around this way, and then just turn this into a beach, and then you have a beachfront kind of hotel, and it doesn't have all of this. Well, this just doesn't feel normal. This isn't normal. This isn't right. You've done something really weird here. You put the ocean in the hotel, so to speak, if that makes sense. Obviously, that's not what it is, but it feels weird. You have, like, the beach in the middle of the hotel. I mean, I guess it's outside still, but the way that it's enclosed and stuff just feels really weird to me. And it's also extremely hard to walk around here. I would be tripping all the time. I would not leave these seashells here. Because that is, I guess, not dangerous, but just weird, I guess. Overall, the fact that you turned the outdoor pool into a beach just makes no sense to me whatsoever. I guess it's not the worst thing ever, but it doesn't feel very good. It wouldn't be a pool that I would really go to. I mean, I guess if it was like a proper beach, then I would probably swim there, but I definitely would not be coming here for the swimming pool. It is interesting, however, that every single hotel we've gone to so far had a pool somewhere, and none of them have really done anything quite satisfying enough for me for a pool. I guess I'm just really picky with the pools. But overall, you have a really nice hotel here. It seems extremely safe. I would be very safe here. I would feel very safe here. You have a nice hotel, very simple check-in system, and then you awkwardly go around them. I guess that is a little bit awkward, but that's fine. I would actually, what I would do is I would probably seal this up a little bit more and open this right here instead, and then do the same thing probably right here, kind of seal this off a little bit more and put it like a smaller door here. That way you can get in there and not awkwardly walk around the hostess. I guess that's fine like this for roleplay purposes, but in real life, I would probably do like that. And that's how we're critiquing these. We're critiquing these as if they were real legitimate hotels. And this one, I gotta say, is pretty good. I would give this one probably a 3.7, maybe a 3.8 torches out of 5. That's right, 3.8 torches out of 5. So we're joining the hotel. This person is joining me for some reason. We're going. Let's go. Let's go. This is the last one. It's a YouTuber in the wild. This is the same one. I was bamboozled. All right. So I guess we can end it on that then. I guess we can end it on that. Thank you for everyone that decided to join in on this. I didn't want to make a huge big deal about this, announcing it in my server, like pinging everyone, announcing it all over the place, and just trying really hard to get a lot of people involved, because obviously this video is already almost 40 minutes long. I'm gonna have to cut this down quite a bit, so hopefully that'll turn out well. But you can see why I didn't want to make a big deal about it, because I didn't want to sit here for hours and then feel obligated to look at even more hotels and stuff. But maybe I'll stream this. Maybe I'll stream and maybe I'll look at more hotels during that stream or something like that. If you guys want to see streams of me just going to random islands or hotels or anything really at all, let me know in the comments below. And overall, thank you again to everyone that allowed me to look at their hotels and sort of critique it as if they were real hotels. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video. We had some really good hotels and stuff like that. If you liked what you saw here, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that. Because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. No, it's not all you get. You also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. To do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.